And he falls behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, and the leadoff man is gone to start the evening. A moment now to give you a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, you better keep an eye on Robbie Cano as this game moves along. He's been swinging a hot bat all year, and his slugging percentage is soaring over .550. So I think there's a pretty good chance he'll have an impact on this game.
And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count. And we are a long way from summer tonight, and even 40 degrees at first pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Nope,
now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, my man Larry, he's solid. Rarely do many people get upset with his calling of the strike zone because it doesn't really seem like he favors any one part of the zone more than another.
And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, one of the most exciting things we're going to have an opportunity to see in this one, the throwing arm of that catcher. He absolutely has a cannon. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you ever saw him on the mound someday. We'll get an opportunity to watch him in this one.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Hit hard toward the right side. But Teixeira is there to get the glove up, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. And now the Yankees will see what... Wade Miley gets the ball for Seattle in this one. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, Matty, in his last start, he could not find the plate. He ended up walking a ton of guys. We'll see if he can find the strike zone in this one.
Jacoby Ellsbury is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And EK, you take a look at these Mariners entering play here tonight. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
They've had to fly cross country here to start this road trip, so these will be a pretty telling next few series to see what this team's really made of.
Oh, and he lays one down here, and this is going to be a tough play. Seager is up with it. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
Man, he could flat out fly. I mean, once this thing got down, you figured if this is a fair ball, it's a base hit. That's almost too easy there.
Brett Gardner will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, kind of more of the same for him, guys. I mean, you can see that he's not sporting the strongest batting average this year.
Pitch outside, the throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
And we'll give you an isolation look at this one from our camera down in the third base well. You'll see he's not looking back. This is a straight steal, and he's into second with no one out.
No one out with a runner at second. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, Matt, Jacoby Ellsbury is really a guy that's fueling this offense right now. He's one of the tougher outs around, and he's among the American League leaders in on-base percentage. He brings a very patient approach to the plate, and he's not afraid to take a walk if he doesn't get what he wants. That, he's a very good hitter, too.
Now a look and a throw back to second. And the runner back easily.
Simple throw over there.
Now a spin and another throw back to second, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And again a throw. And the fans don't like this at all. Chopped foul right at home plate. Miley sets. Here's the 0-2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Now a pickoff play at second, and the runner will get back standing. The 0-2 delivery. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out. And with that, let's take a look at how the Mariners will set up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, Kyle Seager over at third base, one of the best all-around third basemen in the game. Remember, he was an all-star in 2014, also garnered a Gold Glove Award at that position.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first. Adam Lind will stand in, and that average has to be a source of pride for him early on. He's got it up over 350 to start the new season.
And he's off to the start we all expected. I think he'll be right up there on the leaderboards at the end of this season.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, second baseman
Robinson Cano will stand in, and you can see that early season average up into the high 300s now.
And not bad for a second baseman. There are some good ones, but second base isn't typically where you'd expect to have one of your best hitters.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
batting sixth.
You see here from above, since he's left-handed, he's got the third baseman playing well off the line. I don't know if this is exactly where he intended to hit the baseball, but it works out for him.
Franklin Gutierrez comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. The batting average clearly not where he wants it to be. No home runs just yet, and still looking for that first RBI as well. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
This is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Pitch swung on and missed. The throw is in time at second, and Cano is a dead duck.
Well, you know, so much for that first hit of the game. Now he's going to try to press his luck and take second, but a good throw cuts him down.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Mariners go down quietly there. We'll go to the... Brian McCann will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Ryan McCann.
92 splits the plate, and it's strike 1.
Oh, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
Down and away, ball 1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. Throw on to first by Cano, and there's the first out of the inning.
Batting sixth, right
Carlos
fielder,
Beltran will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Hot shot on the ground is short. Marte comes up with it. In time to first, and there are two away.
batting seventh,
Greg Bird will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. Two and 0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitters count, 2-0.
3-0 now. And this one misses for ball 4. And the Yankees get a base runner here with 2 away.
Yeah, that's pretty clearly a pitch around. They didn't want any part of him. With the bases empty and 2 outs, a walk's not the worst thing in the world.
Here comes the first pitch. Starlin Castro is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. And here's his fastball for a called strike 1, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun.
Yeah, and in a good hitter's park like this one, it's going to be even more important than usual to keep that fastball down. That's right where he's got to be living.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Backhanded. And no chance on the throw. So a great effort, but that'll be scored a base hit.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
Didi Gregorius gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. He's set. Here it comes. Right side, hit hard. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And they'll be left with no play, as that's going to load the bases now on what should be ruled an infield single. Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in now, and suddenly the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
Yeah, this sort of came out of nowhere, didn't it? But when you've got a guy reeling out there like he really doesn't know what hit him, boy, it's time to put the pedal down.
Lays off 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
1-1. Here it comes. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Now the pressure will really start to mount out there. That strike zone's going to feel like it's the size of a soup can right now.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
Well, he's got a big pitch coming up here. That would be huge if he could get out of this with the game still even.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Seth Smith leads it off here. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third.
Well, he's faced the minimum so far, and obviously it's still early, but they need to get something going because you can't let this guy settle in out there.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. But this is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
Steve Clevenger is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. And he thought to bunting here with the number 8 hitter up there.
Well, I'm more of a National League guy, so I'd maybe think about it, but in the American League, you just don't see it used all that often.
And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Batting ninth.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Ketel Marte. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. High in the air out towards shallow right. Beltran has a read on it. Oh, and he whiffs on it. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. And the run is in to score from second.
Yeah, I'd like to see this again because, to me, that's a ball he should have.